Hello everyone, this is Marchu Ibasco, BS Ed major in English student. Today I'm going to tackle about child and adolescent development with the guide questions why it is important for a teacher to study child and adolescent development, who needs to have a good understanding of child development and why, what are the domains of child development and some recurring themes and issues in the field, what are the contexts for the child development, and how can you be a smart consumer of information about development? Okay, as a future educator, I can say that we need to know the importance to study child and adolescent development. Although children develop in their own unique way, it is important for every teacher to understand the development of every children. We can say that nowadays, school plays an essential role in the socialization of children. Therefore, it is important for teachers to know how they can help them to their best way. If teachers have the understanding to their development, this can help them to come up with a plan on how their students maximize success in both academics and social activities. Also, it can help minimize the problem in the classroom or in school. There are several reasons why a teacher must understand the child's development. For example, children are not yet adults, so it means their mental, intellectual, physical, and emotional foundations are still forming. The disciplinary action that a teacher must or might do to a kindergarten is different from those of a graders from 1 to 6. Teachers should understand child development. This will enable them to understand the attitudes, behaviors, and abilities of one's kid. Also, it will help them think on how they can teach them properly. Teachers will also in a position to know them better and help them gain what they need. By understanding child development, teachers get knowledge on how they can make plans, lessons, and context development, and it is easy to them to teach the students to their most need. Child's development is different, or they develop differently, so the teachers need to understand what to teach on examples. Some age groups graders can't be teach lessons for high school, and kindergartens can't be teach lessons for graders. It will be difficult for them, or they can even they can't even learn or understand it. Okay. Every child develops at their own pace. So with this, teachers are able to know what they are ready for or what they are not ready for. The knowledge of child's development, let the teachers know about it. Because we can say that teachers has the role for guiding students that go to school almost whole day, so they need more knowledge on child and adolescents development. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Who needs a good understanding on child developments and why? For me, the first is the parents. And acquiring new knowledge about parenting and child development enables parents to critically evaluate the impact of their experience on their own development and their current parenting practices, and to consider that there may be more effective way of guiding and responding to their children. And parents are the first people to teach their children, so it is very important to very important for the parents to know about the knowledge of child development. The next is the teachers. Like what I said in the first topic, teachers, because they are our kids' parents in school. So after after parents teach the children, they send it to school. So teachers need a good understanding about the child's development. And the next is I consider adults like sisters and brothers. If parents are not around, adults may influence young kids or children, so they do need to have a good understanding of child development so that they will know how to relate with the children if they encounter the kids, or if they are together with the kids. Okay, and the next is, what are the domains of child development and their recurring themes and issues in the field? So all domains of child development are physical development, according to my research, yes, cognitive development, social and emotional development, and linguistic development. So in physical development, it has to do with the growth and changes in the body of a child. So from the word itself, physical, so it is from the body, changes from the body, okay? And the cognitive domain includes the functions of the brain, intelligence, and language. So cognitive is the brain, intellectual or mental. And the social domain looks at how children develop skills for managing interactions with others. So from the word itself also, social, so socialize. Children socialize with others. And the emotional domain covers internal states such as feelings and personality. Maybe I think anyone can know this. And the last is linguistic domain, which is the process through which we gain the ability to comprehend and communicate through speech. Before acquiring fluency, a child may progressively comprehend fundamental verbal patterns and increase their vocabulary through this stage. Okay, the next is, what are the contexts for child development? According to my research, the first is the family, the peers, the school, and the community. So the families are the primary context for children's development and learning. Since children grow up in the family, the relationships or socialization begins. The next is the friends or peers. Peer relationships provide a unique context in which children learn a range of critical social emotional skills such as empathy, cooperation, and problem-solving strategies. Peer relationships can also contribute negatively to social emotional development through bullying, exclusion, and deviant peer processes. So peer relationships is we have positive and negative effect. The next is school. School are not just important for education development of a child. There is much more as school does, which is it shapes a child's personality and behavior. Schools also help in providing kids with a place for expanding their social circle and creating a life outside their families. So as I said before, after parents teach the children, they send it to school, so they can expand their social circle and create a life after going to school. And then from academic learning to fostering social skills, the role of school in child development is significant. So we can say children develop more in schools rather than in the family, because after I think the child is 4 years old above, the parents sent them to school. So schools have the significant role in child development. And the last is community. Community also plays a crucial role in early childhood education. It involves the connections between children, families, care providers, care providers, and local organizations. A strong community provides a supportive and inclusive environment that helps children grow their social emotional skills and feel a sense of belonging. So after families, peers, and schools, then the community, which every children grow, or even adults. Okay. And the last guide question is, how can you be a smart consumer and a smart consumer of information about a child's development? How can you be a smart consumer? Information about child and children's development is everywhere, like in books, magazines, television programs at home and online. We can gather information there, okay? To be able to judge the quality of all information on development, you will need to become an informed consumer. When you are planning to make a large purchase, you often make a better choice if you gather information from a variety of sources and evaluate how trustworthy they are. So, you can use a similar process when learning about child development. Knowing the source of the information you are using is the first step in becoming an informed consumer. You should ask yourself if you are getting information from someone who is knowledgeable about the topic and is providing objective and unbiased information. So we need to make sure that we are gathering information from the trustworthy from a trustworthy person, or websites, if you are researching for this information, or if you are getting information from someone who is not credible or is presenting personal opinion as though it were fact. So we need to be careful, okay? So I think I answered all the guide questions there. So that's all for today. I hope you learned some lessons or ideas, or you get some ideas from what I've discussed. And thank you.